2, 3. This is my show. I ain't got no music. Copyright.
That guy deserves a ticket. I'm sure he's never reveals her age.
I wish I had these video editing skills. I'd probably have more subscribers. Alright, here we go.
And only then will the people of Tajikistan know Trilliant. It's really moving. But it's never going to appear in Composure magazine.
I was about to say, that doesn't sound like something.
Busted my butt in grad school to be Andy Anderson, the how-to girl.
Andy
I
Anderson.
write articles like, do blondes, do they really have more fun? I want to write about things that matter.
I want to see a whole movie of her doing that accent.
The environment and
Flirting with on the phone for, a month now.
Catherine Hahn. Great comedic actress.
No, the NBA Finals are in town, and I get.
Okay, so she likes the NBA Finals.
All right, I'll go.
Not your typical romantic comedy protagonist.
Drama.
George Thorogood, interesting music choice. Oh, unless they're about to introduce the guy. Okay, yeah, duh. I bet you that's him. Is that all it takes, ladies? A leather jacket? I got a leather jacket. Hold on, let me go get a leather jacket.
Seeing as how our clients run a lot of our campaigns in their nationally syndicated little girly magazine, it wouldn't hurt you to do a little reading.
Hey, Benny.
Morning, Green.
You finally decided to show up?
Yes, I did.
He doesn't come to work.
Ready. Later.
That's not good.
Hi. Good morning, sunshine.
There we go. Now I'm Matthew McConaughey.
Get dressed. Staff meeting 15 minutes. Let's start.
It was the best week of my life.
Okay. So Catherine Hahn definitely gets the funny character, which makes sense. Great casting.
Kitty cat. What's up, Daddy? Big night? Not bad. Orgy? Where were you?
You can tell a lot about the character by The Office.
Did you hear? What? That my knickerbockers are now.
Motorcycle,
Telling the bone.
basketball, women on the...
Oh, this is a good day. This is a good day. Guys, did you know that diamonds are about as common as tax?
I was about to say he wears a t-shirt to work, but not only does he do that, he can undress at work. Gotta tell you, not a promising start.
Dominates the world.
Look at how these two guys are dressed. Why don't they just wear a t-shirt that says, I am not the protagonist?
Partial to hot leggy chicks.
Yeah, and we're the, the sneakers and...
Pretty sure, no, I'm not the target audience.
Lips and hips.
I am not the target audience.
I gotta get. You know what? This didn't happen. You know why? This was my tip. It's gonna be my pitch, my account, my campaign. This is my.
So the two girls stole something from him? That usually doesn't happen in movies.
Talk about it, okay? Okay.
Oh, she does look nice in the sweater.
Calling him. He was never home. Calling him.
He was trying to get up out.
He didn't know. I know why he dumped me. I'm too fat. You're not fat. Michelle, if the most beautiful.
I am not the target audience.
And breathe.
Lilith. I'm old enough to remember Cheers.
The Botox for Beginners pieces.
Apparently, you are not allowed to be fat and work at this magazine. That's how Catherine Hahn knows she's not fat, because she has a job.
Upbeat.
Marvelous.
That was a funny reaction shot.
I've been working on something that's kind of different.
We'll use Michelle's personal life for a story.
Oh, I will.
Go.
No. Lana, with all due respect, Lori has no business mucking around in my personal life, and I can't let her.
I'll do it.
What?
I'll sort of do it.
How does this have to do... What does this have to do with How to Lose a Guy?
Look at Michelle.
They're about to tell me.
So, I was thinking.
Man, her hair is fried.
I could start by dating. Why 10 days?
5 days is too short and we go to press in 11. Yes.
Okay, what we found out is men...
How does Baby New Earth have a better smile than Kate Hudson.
Me, tonight I'll hook a guy. Tomorrow I'll pull the switch.
And I'll clean him and fry him.
Be touchy-feely.
Men don't hate women who are touchy-feely. Man, it is weird to hear what women think men don't like and what men do. It's like the only thing they have right so far is that we like basketball or sports in general, or our favorite sport.
I want to handle this pitch.
Something to prove.
Pray worth watering hole for the upwardly mobile.
What Maverick and Goose would call a target-rich environment.
Diamonds are everywhere, which means they're not rare. And if they're not rare,
They're not special.
Their status.
Actually, I agree with her.
Which Benjamin would know if he understood women, but you don't.
Oof. She went right for the kill.
Look, I love women. I do. Whether they're 4, 40, or my 88-year-old grandmother.
Good line. I love women, even my 88-year-old grandmother. That makes him seem like less a creep.
Make a woman fall in love with diamonds, Benjamin? Or with you?
Either one.
Is there a difference?
No, not cocky. Confident.
I'd like to see you prove that.
The difference between cocky and confidence is whether or not you look like me or Matthew McConaughey.
I'm not trying to trick you, Ben. In fact, we'll choose a woman right here.
I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just going to trick you. Then you guys wonder why we have trust issues.
Done.
But Philip, you can't.
I've made up my mind. To the Delowers.
Okay, the plot is in place. Let's see what happens. Alright, the plot is almost in place.
Exciting.
Yes, my wife and I love New York.
I was about to say, he's wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah.
He's in trouble.
Now do you want to tell me what's going on?
You don't recognize her?
She didn't realize. Now the plot is in place.
Benjamin Barry.
Cute.
Andy Anderson and Benjamin Barrett. Apparently Stan Lee named all the characters. You Marvel fans know what that means.
Perhaps.
Hungry?
Starving.
Leaving.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second.
That must be how easy it is for hot people.
You ready to go for a ride, Andy?
Are you ready to go for a ride, Ben?
Am I ready to go for a ride, Odium?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't mess with crabs.
What do you think?
I already have a job.
Look at composure.
Fastest growing women's fashion magazine in the country.
He does do his homework.
Saving the world one shopaholic at a time, eh?
Touche, lady. Yeah, there you go.
Still got one last question.
Shoot.
True or false? All's fair in love and war.
False.
True.
Oof. Ooh, look at that smile. Oh, you know, oof. People like that deserve each other. I'm sorry. No wonder people hate each other.
You're such a hussy. You can't hide those light eyes. No, because I can practice some self-control, unlike some people I know. Oh, really? That hurts.
This does not have the air of reality.
I'm the bait, Michelle. Oh, yeah.
Michelle's in a bad place.
Diamond. There's no one night stand. That's right.
Yeah. Gotta do the right thing for the right time for the right lady. Cause I'm a ladies man doing the ladies man stuff. Got my leather jacket.
Ooh.
That's dangling the bait. Do mess around, cop a charge. Rejected. Okay, that's not what I thought was gonna happen.
Oh, you are already falling in love with me.
I'm gonna make you wish you were dead.
Like I said, deserve each other. Man, I liked her with the whole wanting to write about real things thing.
Okay, so it's more like the 3,000-meter hurdles. The point is...
What is the dress code at this job? Everybody just comes dressed however they want.
Problem with rifling through a woman's purse?
Yeah, I guess I do.
The light over top of it is pretty funny.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, we gotta clean that up. Yeah.
That's something I would do. That was funny.
Oh my god!
This movie should be called What Not to Do in Real Life If You're a Man.
Through my bag, Ben.
Oh, absolutely not. Tony, my art director, he's an oaf and he accidentally knocked it over. Ow! Right, yeah. Or, besides, what, you think you left your purse at my place by accident? And that's how it's done.
And that's how it's done.
Is that how it's done?
Got it. Beyond the three-point line.
No!
Yes.
Oh, does that mean no, you don't want ice, or no, you want ice?
No ice. Coke moss.
I don't think he's a very good comedic actor. I'm having trouble believing... you know what? I was gonna say I'm having trouble believing that a man would put up with this for a woman he's not sleeping with, but I just realized why the alternate bet is also in the movie. Whoever wrote this also realized that, so they had to make a reason why Matthew McConaughey would put up with the How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days thing. This movie could have just as easily been called How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You, but I don't think any woman would have went to see that movie.
Wow. No, neither have I.
Hey.
That was a funny line.
So, he is nice as you seem, Ben?
No.
What a leather jacket answer.
Make it quick.
I will.
It's line 2, Mr. Barry.
Thank you.
Mr. Barry. What kind of accent was that? That didn't quite sound New York.
Listen, I'm in the middle of a meeting. Can I call you back in just a minute?
I miss you, Benny. Boo.
Oh, you know what? I miss you too.
I am not the target audience for this movie. A movie I have not seen. Should I skip this part? This is like spoiler part.
You can't watch Meg Ryan for 2 hours and not be thinking about another girl.
Want to know what I'm thinking about?
Meta.
It's not flowing. Now it's starting to flow.
Ben! You're fine.
I wonder if that was impromptu.
Okay, come on, Rocky.
Get up.
Don't invoke Rocky in this movie. Rocky was a real love story.
Starving.
If you see, this is for the gentlemen that might be watching this if you made it this far. If she has stuffed animals in the back of her car, or really anywhere, run.
Cheryl, Tori, Sinead, Jewel, Fiona, Carly. Gang's all here.
Love Fiona Apple. And that first album of hers was something else.
Special tonight, lamb with a cherry glaze.
She's gonna say she's a vegetarian. Well, no, she ate crab.
It's beautiful.
She's gonna say she had a pet sheep.
You're beautiful. Gable. I wish I ate meat.
She ate crab doesn't count apparently.
Little lamb, little lamb.
Oh.
Take it away before I gag.
Oh. I'm sorry, guys. I had to tap out. I didn't like it, but in taking a couple of minutes to think about, hear me out. Take a couple of minutes I took a couple of minutes to think about why, and I said something similar to this in my "You Got Mail" reaction that I did a long time ago, last year. It's like this. Usually people watch the movie for suspense, right? I mean, how much suspense is there really? Usually the good guy wins. The bad guy either dies or goes to jail. Guy gets the girl. Luke Skywalker blows up the Death Star. But sometimes it doesn't end like that. Sometimes there is no ending. Like you find out that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father and the movie ends. But with these romantic comedies, we know what the end is. They're going to get together. So I guess what everyone's really tuning in to see is the ride, how they get together. We know it's going to happen. They might be in relationships with each other, with other people already. They might be in different places. Sleepless in Seattle. I never saw the movie, but I know the general gist that they don't live in the same city. Any other romantic comedy. So we're watching the ride. So with this movie, the ride is they're mistreating Matthew McConaughey's character, and you might say, well, he's doing the same thing to her. I don't think so. I mean, obviously that is a correct statement, but what I mean is I said it during the reaction. I really think that the counter proposal, the counter bet, with him and his boss was only there so we don't see Kate Hudson as the negative character that she otherwise would come out as, just mistreating this character. And I'm like, what are people, I'm not the target audience. What are people getting out of this scenario? It's almost like, here's this guy that every woman wants. The motorcycle, the leather jacket, the dimples, the height, all that stuff. And that's also the guy that they want to torture. It's a comedy, right? There is no drama in this at all. There's no heaviness. And it's like, we're just going to play out a comedy fantasy where we mistreat a player for 90 minutes. And then what, right? It would almost be passable if she doesn't get together with him at the end, right? But I looked it up on Wikipedia. They get together at the end. So it's like all that just to have the viewer still play out the fantasy. I'm going to dump on this guy and have fun dumping on him. But I still get him at the end. And let me tell you something, for all the complaints about action movies and movies that have women with no agency, there's no analog to that. The guy movies aren't like that. There's no romantic comedy or there's no action movie where the guy gets the girl or he dumps on the girl constantly and then gets her. That doesn't happen. I mean, where does that happen? If there's a movie like that, put it in the comments. But that's not the fantasy. The fantasy is that she's unattainable and the guy wins her by being a whatever she needs, or even wants, or both, right? And she sees his worth. Right? Because she's already worth everything to him. He doesn't beat on her and then, go, okay, well, I see the error of my ways beating on you. So, let's get married. I don't get this genre. I really don't. I'm not going to give up. I've never seen Pretty Woman. I see that's on Netflix. I'm going to watch that next. But this is really interesting, this how to lose a guy in 10 days. It was suggested by someone, and I'm really sorry. I mean, I watch reaction channels myself. I have my favorites. When people don't like my favorite movies, I'm like, what's wrong with you? But anyway, thanks for hanging out at Hat in the Ring. I'm committed to this. I think in short order I'm gonna watch a couple of more of these and see what I think. But that's the review. I cut it short. I couldn't hang. Sorry about that. Come back for the next reaction.